Yeah. How you doing? Oh, we warned him. We warned him. We warned him. My brother, my deepest condolences. Shannon Sharp, my black brother. These nobodies. Ah, they got him. Brother, how, brother? We warned this. We know this. Fellas, we must lack. Man, somebody commented. This what happen when you lack discernment. When you chasing that when you chasing that tail, when you chasing that young forbidden fruit. That's what happened. He was chasing that young forbidden fruit. And look what happened. Shannon Sharp. We're gonna react to a video about Old Meezy. But look, we had a comment on the last video. He brought this whole scenario up. He said it. We called it. Can't play with them young girls. It's just not right. Look what he said. He said, old versus young, age gap relationship. Why? I can get into trouble for this, but a mental assessment needs to be made. Hey, you can't get in trouble for speaking the truth, brother. You did the thing. It's something going on. Let this be a lesson to you, fellas. How lust, that lust, our lust, how your dick can get you in trouble, my brother. Be smart, be wise. All right, we're going to let this video play by our boy, Omeezy. What you got?
If only Shannon Sharp could keep it in his pants. It seems like just yesterday, Shannon Sharp was accused of doing essay and grape to an OnlyFans model, and that she was seeking damages in the amounts of $50 million. Now, a lot of people were suspicious because this came after a recent claim of Shannon Sharp being supposedly or reportedly demanding upwards of $100 million in his next contract from ESPN or the Volume or whoever he was seeking this contract from. So it seemed quite timely for something like this to come out. As more and more time passed, from my personal perspective, Shannon Sharp did not handle the situation correctly. He exposed himself more and more and really should have settled things behind closed doors. Now, I'll go back and recap in a little bit, but ultimately this decision and court case came to a settlement in which Shannon Sharp and the 20-year-old came to some...
Bruh, I gotta pause it already. Like, let's get this up out of here. We gotta pause already because this is something serious. Is there an attack on black men? Is there agenda against black success? Is there an attack on white power? What's going on in our world? We need to pay wise attention. And I'm guessing your answer is going to be based on your race. I'm going to keep playing.
Sort of agreement that Shannon Sharp would have to pay an undisclosed amount of money. Tony Busby, the lawyer for the 20-year-old, wrote out on Twitter on April 20th, 2025, the Busby law firm filed a complaint in Nevada making several allegations against Shannon Sharp on behalf of our client. Both sides acknowledge a long-term, consensual, and tumultuous relationship. After protracted and respectful negotiations, I'm pleased to announce that we have reached a mutually agreed upon solution. All matters have now been addressed satisfactorily, and the matter is closed. The lawsuit will thus be dismissed with prejudice. Now, I know that people are going to read that as, Shannon Sharp didn't do anything. They say it's long-term consensual, but tumultuous just means that they were arguing and fighting and stuff like that. But that's not how I personally read it. This is a way to fence it, to be quite honest with you. Hey, some stuff was done, some stuff wasn't done. We can at least acknowledge that it's a relationship. Why? Because I need to clear my name so I can go back to working. Shannon thought that he would be heading into this case with the expectation that he would be back first day of training camp, but ESPN shut that down quick as hell yesterday by letting go of Shannon Sharp.
It makes no sense. It's not saying that Shannon Sharp ain't do nothing. I don't think that's what he's doing. We ain't not absolving this man of everything. But it's so stupid, this world that we live in. So y'all had a consensual relationship, then why is he paying money? That's so confusing. We're not realizing what's happening. We watching laws play out in real time that's going to affect our sons. It's going to affect us in real time. Man, this is a lot.
Everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week, and really the only thing that I really ask is like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I really wanted to be about him, and I wanted to be about my family. I said this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for, and unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. And
Damn.
so, as I told him, as I profusely
Yeesh.
apologized to him earlier today, he said, "Bro, stop apologizing. You don't have to apologize. I'm your big bro. I'm gonna love you regardless. We all make mistakes. We've all." And he says, "Bro, I love you. So I'm done with this. You're done with it too. Move on." I really enjoyed my time at ESPN. It gave me an opportunity to bring my audience that saw me really just grow. They saw me, Lakers in five, and they saw
I
me
gotta
say all these
respect it.
these analogies that my grandparents gave me, and I was able to bring that to ESPN. So I'm very, very grateful for that. But I just wished, of all things, like I said, hey, they did what they felt they needed to do, and I'm at peace with that. But I just wish, guys, I just wish this thing could have waited until Monday, because I hate the fact that
That's brotherhood right there. I know we can all point the finger. That's the type of world where we live in. Pointing the finger, pointing the finger, pointing the finger. Yeah, you did this, you did this, you did this, you did this. Everybody throwing rocks, everybody throwing rocks. Everybody pointing fingers. But this man up here taking accountability, I know he have to. And it's also showing that he comes from a strong family. That brotherhood and support, that's what we all need. We wouldn't be out here attacking everybody. Nah, this makes Shannon Sharp right.
I'm overshadowing my brother, the first two brothers in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and this is what the headline's going to be for the next couple of days. So, bro, again, I know you told me that I don't have to apologize, but I'm going to do it one final time tonight, and I won't apologize again. I'm sorry that I upstaged you in this manner.
Dang, man. Makes you almost want to call your brother. Now, I will say on a personal level, that is probably a little messed up. ESPN couldn't, at least respect that or come to the conclusion to wait until Monday. I don't know if Monday would have made any sort of difference. I don't think anybody was looking to see if Shannon Sharp was going to be there, not going to be there. I don't know why they just didn't wait till Monday. Maybe they wanted to add more insult to injury. But ultimately, if that's the bed that you made, you got to lay in it. That's my grandma's analogy for you, Shannon Sharp. So while I wish that they would have respected, truthfully and honestly, hey, they have the right to do stuff as they see fit. And just to add some more salt to the wound that is the situation that involves Shannon Sharp, Gabrielle Zuniga, the woman in question, the 20-year-old OnlyFans model, released her own version of a statement saying that, and I quote, "Today I have decided to retire from OF. This is after the settlement. Thank you for the incredible support you've shown me over the past few years. This community has given me a life I could have never imagined. I'll still be active on social media and have several new projects in the works that I can't wait to share. I'm truly excited for this next chapter. I love you all forever and ever." There's a big lesson in all of this right here. First and foremost, we won't know what happened behind those closed doors. Some of the stuff that Shannon Sharp was saying in those text messages makes me think that he was a kinky freak monster. He was into race play. I don't know if people remember the text message.
Now, I already reacted pretty much to her letter and stuff. So I'm going to go throughout this video and see if there's any more new information, for journalism's sake. But pretty much, we caught that. We heard, yeah, it's true, Shannon Sharp really got fired because he over there commenting.
You could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edits, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself.
Maybe it's just me. When Shannon Sharp said that part about how he would drop the whole 10-minute sex tape, I thought, man, this guy has a problem. He is a sexual deviant. Now, for those that aren't informed, keep in mind, Tony Busby never said that he was going to drop any sex tape of the sort. This was just something that Shannon had kind of concocted, and maybe a way to display his freak nasty nature. We've seen that before when he accidentally logged into Instagram Live, and we also saw it displayed in the text messages referencing making big black monkey gorilla babies. Like, it seemed like Shannon Sharp was into...
Once again, we don't need to go too deep in this. I'm just going to simply say, Shannon Sharp dug his own grave, like this brother said. Did he deserve this? Yes, because he dug his own grave. I pray for this man. I pray that he turned everything around. He don't. He look like he in high spirits. He look like he know he messed up. So he shall be fine. Just another black man, another rich person, celebrity that made a mistake. Y'all peace out. Ain't much to see here. We need to mind our business, shouldn't we?